profession, and I run a little Aboriginal medical centre in Cape York, and basically it can be 24 hours a day, and yeah. Okay, so I have some property. I have a real estate portfolio, and I was discussing with my group of friends how I could possibly diversify that portfolio, whether I bought another property or diversified into an alternate business. Okay, so I guess I was looking for something that I could do my main job while also having something on the side. So that was my sort of criteria in looking for something. So something that I could run possibly remote, not necessarily there all the time, and yeah, that was basically my area. Yeah, look, I didn't look into too many because I didn't want to have a staff base, because I didn't want to have to rely on staff to be there and turn up at a specific time. I have my own staff at the practice, and I know the complications about having multiple staff there and not being unable to be reliant on them to turn up to work. And if I was doing my job, I couldn't actually take off and do that. Yeah, so I needed something that could be run separately. Now, I live in a community of, or a town of 3,500 people, and so you know, it's quite a small market. Yeah, so I was actually out on a 10-day fishing trip with my mates. 10 of my mates were all out, and we had 40-something bags of ice for 10 days. And I'm like, gee, we spent a lot of money on ice. And then we're having a drink, and I was talking to my mate about this diversifying the business portfolio. And my mate said, yeah, you know, I saw this Kooler ice ad, you know, a vending machine where you can go get it 24 hours. And being in a small town, the opening hours of shops in my town is quite limited. And so I thought that was a really, it was a no-brainer for me. I thought, you know, a lot of people love camping, fishing, hunting. It was a mecca for us, you know. So, you know, the next week I spoke to my mate. I said, you know, are you interested? And he was busy with his own business plans. And so he said, no, but you go ahead if you're interested. And I gave Gary a call. And, yeah. I had a really good process, actually. Yeah, I felt that I was well supported. I was having issues finding the site, so we had a lot of consultation in the initial processes in trying to develop what works best, and that was really good, and the support there. And then negotiating the right price for a land, I found that was really well supported. I didn't know what the going rate was. I didn't know how to negotiate that type of deal, where I was actually able to get Gary to speak to the landlord and negotiate that price. So I found that really good. I definitely do, if you know in your area that you feel that ice is used, you know, it's used fishing recreationally. You know, people use fridges in their cars quite often these days. But if they're going out boat, then you know, ice is generally the only form of fish culture. So fishing, you know, everyone loves a drink on ice.